Air masses. As we talk about weather and fronts, we'll be dealing with the concept of an air mass. So what is an air mass? Well, our definition is air with the same temperature and humidity. And in the illustration you see things like cold air mass over land, cold air mass over water, warm air mass over water, and so each of those is going to have a different combination of temperature and humidity. So we break our air masses into different types. So one type is polar, and that's represented with the P's on our illustration here. So this is going to be characterized by a cold temperature. In contrast, tropical, represented by the T's on our map here, is going to have a warm temperature. So those dealt with temperature. What about humidity? Well, maritime, which you see with the little M's, is coming off of water. So this is going to have a higher humidity. And similarly, continental, C, is from land, so that has a lower humidity. So you can see from the graph that we have all these different combinations. Maritime plus polar, that's going to be cold and humid. Maritime plus tropical is going to be warm and humid. Maritime, or rather continental and tropical, is going to be warm and dry. And continental and polar is going to be cold and dry. Now the one on here that we didn't talk about, A, is Arctic. And so when you hear about like an Arctic air blast, that's coming from the Arctic region. And so that also is going to be cold and dry, typically. So not a big difference between that and a continental polar. These two are about the same. So those are the different kinds of air masses that we can encounter.